Good morning, everybody. Out here putting that grind and getting that money. But this video is pretty much going to be about don't overthink things. A lot of times we have a lot that we deal with, and or we have a lot that we dealt with, and a lot of times what we dealt with can be the cause of your brain not shutting down as far as what you think about. So try your best to get control of your thinking pattern, because the more you can control what you think about, the better and less stressed you'll be, because the world is just so full of so much stuff that we have to deal on a day-to-day basis, whether it's dealing with trying to be a parent, whether it's dealing with work stresses, whether it's dealing with driving in traffic, whether it's dealing with a heartbreak, whether it's dealing with family issues. It's just so much stuff that can keep your mind in overdrive to where you be in a state of just worry, or you be in a state of anxiety. But you have to really just stay in the moment. You have to get to a point to where you can sit, and when your mind just start replaying the past, or it start replaying something that you feel like you're disappointing in yourself, and just let it pass to where you sit. And because sometimes the way you know that thought is getting the best of you is when you start thinking into that thought further. So let's just say that I got disappointed because I logged in early. So when the thought of me logging in early come, instead of me saying, like, going into the thought in my mind, like, man, that's embarrassing, it just don't make no sense, I feel super bad, I'm just not even going to put no type of commentary to it at all. Because you'd be surprised how you have self-talk with yourself, and that self-talk don't have to be like loud. It doesn't have to be where people see you talking to yourself. It can be a conversation within inside your mind that you start having with yourself when different thoughts come through. So instead of adding more commentary or comments to that thought, just ignore it. Ignore it. When the thought come, let it come. And you'd be surprised how within a couple minutes, or sometimes everybody is different, within a couple minutes that thought will pass, and then the next thought will come and behind it. But you really need to make it your purpose to on purpose think of positive things. Instead of thinking of what you don't want, focus on what you do want, because you really be surprised how the law of attraction gives you what you want. The universe doesn't know good or bad. It doesn't know that what you want is good. It doesn't know what you want is bad. It just knows that you want it. And the way the universe knows you want it, because you put all your time into it, you put all your thinking into it, you put all your energy into it. So instead of focusing on what you don't want, what you can't stand, what you hate, focus on what you do like, what you want in your life, what you are trying to get, and you'd be surprised how it will manifest itself. So don't overthink things to the point to where it's ruining your day, it's ruining your current minute, it's just ruining you. Because over time of you indulging in overthinking, especially things that don't serve a purpose in your life, it'll destroy you. It will destroy you. It will show on your face. It will show as you get older. Like us aging, it shows up how we've been thinking, how we took care of ourselves, how we treat people, and everything. So you have to learn to shut your mind down sometimes. And a lot of times what can kind of help with shutting your mind down, a lot of times people feel like they need constant sound. Like some people need constant music, they need constant television, they need constant just stimulation, to where the mind will never shut down, because you're not giving your mind time to not have to process something. Because every time you listen to something, the mind has to process what that is and interpret a reaction or interpret what it is. So sometimes just being in a quiet place, being in a quiet moment, or just meditate meditate on, like I said, what you do want. Meditate on the good things that you're grateful for. Meditate on the good things that you do have, because despite of a bad situation, you can be surprised how you can find, I don't even care how small it is, you'd be surprised how you can find a good thing even when everything seems to be going so wrong. So don't overthink things, because everybody is living life. You better believe everybody living life. A lot of people are just not going to say what they're going through. Even the rich and famous got problems. So if the rich and famous people got problems, what makes you think somebody like me or anybody else not going to have problems? It's not the problems you got, it's how you deal with it. So Instead of overthinking it to where you putting yourself in a further problem by thinking negative of it, or maybe you just so worried that you worrying a bunch of grays into your head, or you worrying to the point to where you're not getting things done. You got to use your energy forward. Do not use energy backward by overthinking things on a negative level. You know, you conquer that, whatever you overthinking, with positivity in your life. So I got to get ready to get back on this road. But isn't this view pretty? I'm back in Hope Mills picking up, well, actually I just dropped off. So I'm about to pick up this empty and, you know, get going. So I got this video I got to put together later, but I hope this touched somebody. Because a lot of times when I say like all these inspirational messages, I truly be talking to myself, or I can't relate. So I'm not telling y'all something that I don't do myself, or I'm not telling you something that has not worked for me. I'm telling you what has worked for me and what could possibly, I'm not saying that it will, but can possibly work for you. But I've been, you know, studying other people, and like I said, listen to a lot of motivational speakers, and even just like, you know, learning from my elders and stuff. And a lot of stuff that I talk about has worked for more than less. It has worked for more people than it hadn't worked for people. So everything that I be talking about that's supposed to be inspiration and motivation, it has worked for a lot of people. So that's why I'm sharing it. So, all right guys, look at this. Hold up. This must be near the Charlotte airport. But yeah guys, time is the essence. I'm about to make better time of it and get this money, honey. So let's love each other, not judge each other. Man, it's this topic I want to talk about so bad, but I ain't gonna talk about it yet. And I actually have posted in my community section, and it is about divorce. It is about guys that get divorced, raped. So if y'all want me to talk about that, I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. If y'all want me, leave it in the comment section below if y'all would like my intake on guys that get divorced, raped by women that just in it for the money. Let me know if you want me to talk about it. If I don't see enough comments, I'll leave it alone. But if I see enough comments, I'm going to drop that video. So, all right, y'all, let me get myself on the road. Y'all have a good morning, blessed morning. So, deuces.